Hey, what's up guys, Stefan here. Today I'm going to quickly show you how you can use Maschine with Reason 9.5. Maschine works best with the Maschine software, but there may be times where you would like to use the sequencer in your DAW instead. I did a video on how to do this with Logic Pro 10 and it proved to be an extremely popular workflow. So if you use Reason 9.5 and you would like to use Maschine with the Reason 9.5 sequencer, here is how you do it. Firstly, Reason needs to see Maschine as a MIDI device. To put your Maschine into MIDI mode, press Shift plus F1 on the Maschine hardware. Maschine kits start on C1, so we need to make sure that that's where our pad starts also. To do this, either head to the controller editor and change the pad page to C, or we can hold the group button on the Maschine and select the pad page with the pads themselves. So each pad, or the first 8 pads, all have a letter assigned. You can see A, B, C, D, and so on. We need to make sure it's pad page C, so we can hit the 15th pad right here and that will set us up. Then head to Preferences, Control Surfaces, and then Add. We must then select a manufacturer. At first you may be tempted to select Native Instruments like I did. However, at the time of recording this video, they do not have any of the Maschine models and using the audio control does not work. Okay, so what's plan B? Plan B is to use the Akai instead, so go to Akai in the manufacturer section. I then chose to use the LPD8, but I'm sure it works with a few others also. You can name this whatever you like, so if you want to name it Maschine, you can. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. Then make sure the input and the output are both Maschine. I'm using the Micro MK3 in this video, but I'm sure this will work with all Maschines. Now you can see when we hit the pad on our Maschine, we are getting some MIDI data on the Maschine track here inside of Reason. We must then open up the Maschine VST inside of Reason, load up our drum or whatever sound we would like to use, and then with group selected here and this icon selected here, head to Input. Then make sure that MIDI is set to active. Now we can record our drums in. But what if we want each drum element on its own channel in the mixer? Well then, inside of the Maschine VST, we can select Sound, Output, and give each sound its own stereo channel. Then back in Reason, we can create a new mix channel for each drum element. Hit toggle so we can view the back, and then click on the CV programmer, and from here we can link our outputs to the new mix channels. As a side note, external 1 in Maschine is outputs 1 and 2, external 2 is outputs 3 and 4, and so on and so on. We can then name our drum elements in the mixer and we are all done. If you find, however, that you have to hit the pads quite hard to get any sound whilst in MIDI mode, then head to the control editor that came with your Maschine, head to the Assign tab, and then from here we can change the velocity of each pad. So just select the pad on the left hand side here, and then on the right hand side we can change the velocity. So now as we increase the minimum, we don't have to hit the pad as hard. If you found this video useful, be sure to let me know in the comment section below and subscribe for more videos just like this. I've been Stefan, and as always, happy beat making.